Get ready for some massive news. Kansas City Chiefs star Matt Araiza is back in the building. After a tumultuous journey, Matt Araiza has officially signed a new one-year deal to continue his NFL comeback with the Chiefs for the 2026 season. We dive into everything you need to know about this incredible return and what it means for the team's future.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we look at the ongoing saga surrounding the Kansas City Chiefs and the potential for new talent. We examine what expert Albert Breer is saying about the Chiefs' 2026 NFL draft needs, focusing on intriguing names like Kenyon Sadiq and the defensive depth they are considering adding to the roster. We're also tracking the evolving landscape of the 2026 NFL draft with top analyst Kevin Cole breaking down what Chiefs GM Brett Veach should focus on. We analyze the shift in value, exploring whether receivers or edge rushers offer the best surplus value for the team's first-round picks. Finally, we wrap up with deep insights into the draft strategy. Kevin Cole reveals why teams are prioritizing certain positions over others, and we discuss the signals telling us what the NFL front offices are truly valuing right now. Don't miss this full breakdown. Noi Dung Kai Tight. Kansas City Chiefs punter Matt Araiza has signed a new one-year contract to return to the NFL for the 2026 season, a move that marks a significant comeback for the player. Araiza, 25, has been navigating a challenging personal history, including accusations that led to him being dropped from a civil lawsuit in December 2023. The Kansas City Chiefs provided him with a pathway back into professional football ahead of the 2024 season. Following a successful run where he played all 17 games in 2024 and 2025, the team has secured the new deal to keep him as their first-choice punter as they aim for a playoff return in 2026. And Araiza's NFL journey began when he was drafted by the Buffalo Bills in April 2022, but was released before playing a regular season game after the lawsuit against him and former teammates became public in August. After spending 2 years protesting his innocence, prosecutors announced no criminal charges would be filed in December 2022, and he was subsequently dropped from the civil suit in December 2023. The conclusion of the legal saga was further solidified when Araiza dropped a defamation countersuit against the accuser. And his return to the Chiefs has been marked by high-profile appearances, including Super Bowl LIX, where he punted 6 times for a record average of 51.8 yards despite the team's loss to the Eagles. Speaking about his journey, Araiza reflected on the experience, stating, "There was a time where I didn't think I would play in the NFL. I would have been grateful to be on a team that didn't win a game at all. So to be on this team that keeps winning games is a lot of fun. They were really welcoming. When you join a team that's coming off winning a Super Bowl, you have to break into the group and prove yourself a little bit. I felt like the Chiefs really was my last opportunity, and if this didn't go well, I probably wouldn't get another one." The Kansas City Chiefs have secured the services of veteran punter Matt Araiza, reportedly signing him to a 1-year contract to remain part of their special teams unit. According to a report from NFL Media's Ian Rappaport, the agreement was reached for Araiza to return for the 2026 season. Araiza was an exclusive rights free agent following the expiration of his previous contract, as he had fewer than 3 accrued seasons. The Chiefs reportedly offered a 1-year tender to secure his commitment. Araiza's tenure with the team is expected to continue as he works alongside special teams coordinator Dave Taub. Last season, Araiza recorded 56 punts averaging 47.6 yards per punt, continuing to enhance his touchback percentage. Araiza began his professional career with the Buffalo Bills, selected in the 6th round of the 2022 NFL Draft with the number 180 pick. He earned the moniker Punt God in college for his powerful kicking ability. His impact was highlighted in Super Bowl LIX, where he punted 6 times for an average of 51.8 yards, setting a new Super Bowl record. The Kansas City Chiefs are gearing up for the 2026 NFL Draft, with key personnel decisions and scouting reports dominating the news cycle. According to analysis from Albert Breer, the Chiefs' draft strategy is centered on infusing youth into the defense and adding a playmaker, targeting needs at cornerback, wide receiver edge, offensive tackle, and safety. With 3 top 40 picks at stake, expectations are high for defensive reinforcements, especially given recent personnel moves like the trade of Trent McDuffie to the Rams and the loss of Jalen Watson. Current cornerbacks Christian Fulton and Noel Williams are under scrutiny, despite head coach Andy Reid praising Williams' performance. Potential targets discussed include Oregon tight end Kenyon Sadiq, seen as a potential successor to Travis Kelce, who could become a focal point for the passing game. In terms of offensive line depth, there is continued consideration for tackles, partly due to uncertainty surrounding Josh Simmons and Jalen Moore's contract situation. Mock draft predictions point toward players like Caleb Downs, a safety from Ohio State, as a potential first-round selection, though analysts suggest positional value metrics favor certain roles. The discussion also highlighted other prospects such as Arizona State WR Jordan Tyson and LSU CB Mansour Delane. Defensive line needs are also apparent, with General Manager Brett Veach indicating a desire to add 2 more defensive linemen before the off-season program intensifies. A notable prospect mentioned is defensive tackle Rene Conga, who recently visited the team and has a background spanning defensive back to defensive tackle. Veach stressed the importance of identifying players with the right traits, warning that mistakes often stem from selecting players who do not possess the necessary football temperament. Beyond the draft, the team is commencing Phase 1 of its voluntary off-season training program at the team facility, focusing on meetings, strength training, and conditioning. Meanwhile, quarterback situation remains a topic of speculation, with reports suggesting free agent Jimmy Garoppolo is weighing retirement options. In other news, the New York Giants have been seen working out with free agent wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., though no signing is imminent. The Chiefs continue to emphasize their established environment as a key factor in player development. NFL Draft Strategy. Expert analyst weighs in on Chiefs picks. As the 2026 NFL Draft approaches, the strategy for teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, particularly concerning their first-round selections, is becoming increasingly complex. Moving beyond the traditional best player available approach, analysts are leveraging extensive data to maximize draft value and target positions with high surplus value. Kevin Cole, a former data scientist at Pro Football Focus and author of the Substack newsletter Unexpected Points, is emerging as a key voice in this analytical approach. Cole utilizes years of data to offer data-driven suggestions for teams aiming to maximize value, prioritizing positions that are difficult to acquire in free agency. When asked about advising the Chiefs ahead of the draft, Cole stressed the importance of respecting established evaluators and leveraging their expertise rather than contradicting their decisions. Regarding positional value trends, Cole noted a shift. While offensive tackle once held a top value spot, contract inflation has shifted that focus toward edge rushers and wide receivers. Cole suggested that for a surplus value approach, targeting an edge rusher or receiver at the 9th overall pick would be a sound strategy for the Chiefs, given the current market costs for those positions. However, Cole introduced a nuanced perspective by analyzing draft trends over time, noting that some positions, like the tight end, have seen value spike later in the draft, while others drop off sharply. On the wide receiver front, Cole acknowledged the high cost of elite players, pointing out that there are more elite wide receivers drafted in the late first round than typically seen at edge or offensive tackle. Addressing the debate around running backs, Cole argued for caution regarding early picks like Jeremiah Love, who ranks highly on some scouting boards but lower on analytical big boards. Cole explained that the role of the running back has become more replaceable, especially on high-functioning offenses with strong passing games. He suggested that drafting a running back offers a higher certainty of productivity in the draft, whereas other positions carry more uncertainty, despite the potential long-term NFL contract value. Finally, Cole pointed to a disconnect between analytical insight and media commentary, asserting that NFL front offices are increasingly clear about positional valuations, such as the premium placed on receivers over running backs, a trend that the commentary surrounding the draft has not fully caught up to.